welcome to episode 6 of season 6 of A Brief History of Nothing on the 31st of July 2017. We were going to do this last night, but somebody forgot to charge the camera. I don't know who that was.
No, not me.
Oh, it's
not me.
It looks exactly
not
like
me. Okay,
Where?
so, how was Mark Anthony at 30 BCE?
Yes, 30 BCE. Mark Anthony wins a minor victory at the
And
Battle of Alexandria.
Yes.
Bit of a bittersweet because most of his army buggered off and he went, oh, screw this, and he chopped himself.
Yes.
So
I'm going to have a victory, but victory.
Yes.
Yes, Christopher Columbus discovered Trinidad and had a really good time.
I don't think they knew about marijuana yet.
Oh, no, he wasn't partying with Rastafarians.
No, Rastafarianism wasn't a religion yet.
Oh, okay. So it must have been a boring trip to Trinidad then.
Yeah, I know.
No cricket, no Rastafarians.
Yeah.
Okay, the first narrow gauge railway opens in Queensland at Grantchester. That was 1865.
Yes, which is out past Ipswich, which I think, what, 2 hours from here? Grantchester?
No, it's not that far.
No, an hour and a half.
Something like that.
Yeah. 2 hours if some person does something stupid on the M5.
Yes. Pee-wee Pibbles. Doesn't take much.
Yes. And in 1932, a little known man with a funny mustache wins the German general election with 30% of the vote in 1932.
Yes, yeah, well, 37%. Yes, Hitler was elected into power.
Yes. He
He said, this is what I'm going to do if you elect me. People elected him. And he went, well, I'm doing it now.
Do we not? There's a certain parallel with a certain billionaire that's in.
No.
Anyway.
Donald isn't that smart.
No, Donald isn't. No, he's not that bright.
Okay.
And in 1992, Georgia, not the American state, the country, joins the United Nations.
Well, that's where all shit of Nazi comes from, isn't it? There used to be, was it foreign minister for the old USSR?
I can't remember.
No, I can't remember it. Anyway, so, what are we going to talk about this evening?
Well, we're going to fix that laptop, but we discovered we didn't have the bits.
Yes.
So instead,
Lovely old Toshiba satellite.
and he wants to download Cinebench and see if he can outdo my desktop. He can't. He's dreaming. Anyway, what we're going to talk about instead, because reasons, is Scientology, because that's what you do.
Yes. If everything else fails,
Scientology. No, don't go near the joint. Spoilers, folks, don't go near the joint.
Yeah.
Alright, yes, started in, well, a bit of an interesting story. In 1950, science fiction writer L. Ron Hubbard got bored of writing science fiction stories for a penny a word and decided, I know what to do, I'll write a self-help book, and wrote Dianetics, the modern science of mental health, and set up Dianetics subs and everything. And he was really successful a couple of years, and in 1953, the Dianetics clubs started to go bankrupt. The FDA, Food and Drug Administration, which is the medical authority in the United States, went, you're making medical claims without, because he reckoned he did not cure just psychiatric conditions, but also physical conditions as well. And the FDA went, you don't actually have a medical license and your claims are actually backed up by science. And so he went, I know, we'll start a religion and call it Scientology. And that was in the latter part of 1953. And he went from there, he started accruing followers. He started one of his first churches in Washington, D.C. to get the goat up of the American government, because once he went, I'm a religion now, they couldn't touch him. But eventually he did make enough enemies, moved to England, I think in the early 60s, to a place called St. Helena, which is still there and is still a hub of Scientology in the United Kingdom, and gave lectures, and a lot of his lectures and a lot of his books, and and the famous Xenu story, which I'll get to later on, was made at St. Hill. And eventually he pissed off enough people at St. Hill, moved back to a place called Clearwater in Florida, which is a major hub of Scientology in the southern part of the United States and southeastern United States. Made a buttload of enemies there, and then formed the Sea Org, went out on the Apollo, on a ship called the Apollo, and sailed the seas for God only knows how long, and eventually went into hiding. So that's pretty much L. Ron Hubbard from the inception of Dynamics onwards. It was a very general overview. There was a lot of claims made about him that just don't pan out. The fact that he was blinded and badly wounded in the war, and the fact that the only war wound he had was bashing his shins, falling off a ladder. And he got discharged from the Navy in World War II by bombing Mexico. Because that's what you do.
As you do. Yes, you go, look, friendly country. Next door. Let's bomb it.
Yeah. Because that really does well for diplomacy. But there's been a lot of, as you're saying, like, people think, oh, well, Xenu, and if they believe in Xenu, how can people take them seriously? But most Scientologists don't actually know about Xenu.
Yes, they sign up for a course, whatever.
Yeah. $100 and we go, you communicate better, you can sleep better, this is a course to help you out, and you get sort of the high from it, and then you start auditing, which is when they hook you up to the e-meter and you hang on to these two cans, and they read a little gauge. Well, they counsel you, but they counsel you, but psychology is bad, apparently. Psychology and psychiatry is bad.
Yeah.
Anyway, because how's that for logic? And so by the time you get to what's called operating phase 3, which is really high up on the bridge, to do freedom,
what would you have to spend in Scientology?
a couple of $100,000 by the time you get there.
Well, I mean, if you're that far into it at that point, you will accept almost anything because you either got to accept it or all that money you just spent was wasted.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
So you don't want to feel like an idiot, so you will accept what they're telling you.
And basically that's what people like John Travolta and Tom Cruise, who is best buds with David Miscavige, who is the current leader of the Church of Scientology. He's what's called the chairman of the board, even though they don't really have a board. Anyway, that's what they do. Basically, they're spending thousands of dollars an hour exercising space beauties. Pretty much, that's what they're doing.
Not space cuties.
Yes, because apparently the Xenu guy, what he did was, right, and you're all going to die of pneumonia in 2 days once you hear this, right? You ask the church, they'll tell you. This guy called Xenu, he got all these people together because he was in charge of this Federation of Planets, and there was a horrible overpopulation problem. So what he did, line it all up, right, under the guise of doing tax audits, which is kind of ironic because Scientology and the IRS, they're a bit of a love-hate relationship. Rounded them all up, put them on spaceships that look exactly like DC-8 planes, to TGAC, which is also known as Earth, 75 million years ago, drop them all in volcanoes and drop hydrogen bombs in those volcanoes. So all their spirits now that we're trying to exercise.
But if you drop a life form in a volcano, it's toast.
Yes, but their spirit lives on. See, their spirits are what you're trying to get off you.
Right. So the hydrogen bombs are supposed to decimate spirits, are they?
I don't know. Are you trying to throw logic and reasoning into this?
Well, yes.
You're a suppressive person. That's what you are.
Okay.
Because if you speak out against Scientology like we're doing, we're suppressive people.
Yep.
And if you associate with us, you're a potential double source.
Yes.
And that's how Scientology has torn apart families, friendships, workplaces.
And that's been an interesting workplace. Half of the work Scientology and the other half the Seventh-day Adventists.
That'd be an interesting workplace.
they're just reasonably good people. They just pretty much mind their own P's and Q's. They have their beliefs. They pretty much cruise on.
Yeah. Well, the thing, most Scientologists are very nice people because they're not the ones that are. They're the victims. They're not the ones getting. They're the ones getting sucked in.
Yes.
But yeah, if you know of someone involved with Scientology, telling them you're in a cult is not going to help them because again you'll be labelled a suppressive person.
Yes. And if they tell someone in Scientology that you said this, Scientology will make sure that you don't get to talk to them again. They will make sure that you are well and truly kept apart.
Yes. So, best thing, and this is with a lot of groups, high demand groups, get them talking. Don't try and get conversation happening. Ask them, oh, what did you do in Scientology today? Oh, we did this and that. And oh, that's interesting. Try and get that rapport with the person. Try and get them to watch documentaries about other cult groups, and then it'll sort of eventually tweak. There was a couple of guys. I don't mean to repel our Jehovah's Witnesses viewers, but there was a guy on YouTube called what's his name, Lloyd Evans, and he woke up because he watched. He woke his wife and a few other people up by watching documentaries about the Mormons, and they sort of put the two together and went, oh, wait a minute, this isn't all it's cracked up to be. Yeah. So just find something that's sort of can relate to, that's sort of self-helpish, more motivational, and sort of go, well, what's wrong with this group? And then eventually it'll tweak.
It seems to me that Scientology isn't out to help you, it's out to feather its own nest.
It is. It's, as ex-Scientologist Chris Shelton says, it is a money-making scam. And the only reason it declares itself a religion is so it doesn't have to pay tax.
Yeah, that's good.
Yes. So hopefully we won't get sued because they're very litigious.
Ah, okay, that's nice. Yes. All right. Who got born on this day?
Well, we got born 1932. Ted Cassidy, actor and screenwriter.
He played Lurch in the Addams Family.
So,
very tall man, very deep voice.
Yes.
Yes. Australian actor and comedian and television host Ernie Dingo. He was born on this day in 1956.
Wesley Snipes. I forget what he was in the Blade trilogy.
Yes.
And a few other things. He was born on this day in 1962.
Yes. J.K. Rowling's, the author of, let me see, what did she write? Oh, that's right, Harry Potter.
Yes.
Yes, and the K is purely made up. She is J. Rowling. She just added the K to...
Yes, her actual name is Joanne.
Joanne Rowling. Yes.
Yeah. Yes. And in 1981, lead singer of Avenged Sevenfold, Matt Shadows, because that is an excellent name if you're in a heavy metal band.
Yes, yes.
He was born on this day in 1981. Well, again, hopefully we don't get sued.
Yes.
Look, it's quite...
Yes, I would much rather be Brendan or married or even Clementine, but I would hate to be sued.
Yeah. Anyway, there's a lot more about it. I've just gone over the top of the surface. So if you want to learn more, I'll put a link in the description. You can learn some more about it. Anyway, that's us for another night. See us on the dark side. We do, in fact, have cookies.
And somewhere below me is a subscribe button.
And a bell.
Yes.
Press them both. That way your phone goes ding when we upload something.
Yes. See you on the dark side. If he hasn't eaten the cookies.
I've eaten all the cookies. Sorry. Bye.